So guys, welcome to the stream. Thank you very much, guys, for tuning in. I'm just going to do a quick flowchart of what possible options you can take in the Fox versus Ganondorf matchup. I know it's a very tough matchup. It's at least 60-40, if not 65-35 in my opinion. Like a great Fox who's patient is your worst enemy, and especially if they have amazing spacing. Oh, it's just so hard to get in. But then I'm going to do this, okay, guys? So I'm going to make let me make the legend really quick. Okay, so we have a circle, right? So it'd be Ganondorf. We have the next legend. It's going to be Fox, and let's just call this Final Destination. So it's like just basically like a big a flat surface. And let's just say that Ganondorf is here, while Fox is the square on the stage. So we have Ganondorf and Fox right here. So they're reasonably spaced apart. So you're gonna have Fox just keep dash dancing in place, right? Okay, so Fox is going to go left and right? Okay, so if he's gonna dash dance in front of you at this space, then what you can do is that you can either just intentionally do nothing and just wait for him to hit you and you can sacrifice losing that neutral game just to see in general how many dash dances it takes before he has a habit of performing an action in terms of approaching you, because he's gonna wait for you to do something. But if you're just gonna stand there, then we can see how uncomfortable he would be just waiting for you to do something. It's like a metronome, you know. Fox goes left and right a certain amount of times. And what you can do is you can count by how many times he swings left to right. You have 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can just wait for that, and then once you have the number down, you can just remember that number basically for the rest of your set. So you know what habit he has in terms of playing the neutral game against you. And then after figuring that out, you can just read on which swing he's going to approach you at. So right after the six dash dance, he's going to go in. So if he decides to nair you like this, so let's just call this nair. Then what you can do is you have a bunch of options actually. First option you can do is that you can just do a backwards short hop, or you can do a full short hop, backward jump into dare. So that's one option you can take. And for the backwards jump into a dare, you have to make try to make sure that you just dare slightly behind you, because he might overshoot a little bit. And if it turns out that your dare didn't hit but he's right in front of you, you can just react by immediately jabbing, and at the worst case scenario, you'll just clank with his shine, because like 90% of the time, if Fox misses his nair, he's going to panic and he's going to shine just in case if he try to retaliate, because he's basically helpless right after he out cancels his nair. So what's the first thing he's going to do? He's going to shine, because that comes out in frame 1 and they know that. And they just want to do that just in case. But you can just jab in order to cancel it out, and you can just jab right afterwards. Because most likely he'll be stuck in the shine after your jab clinks with his shine. So another option you can do is that you can do a short hop backwards all the way, and then you can just fair, of course, and you can just read where he's going to land. So most likely he's going to land where you're at, or he's going to overshoot his nair. And depending on where you read it, you can either fair here, which is on the very most outer, or you can just like over here. Yeah. So most likely when he commits to a nair, he's either going to be here, where the first red diamond is, or here. And let me just put in the legend what that means. Landing spot of Fox. Those are two good options, but one of the best option, a really good option, will be just to, let me draw this out for you. You can just using this arrow, you just crouch, cancel into JC jump cancel grab when you are below 50 to 60% ish, I think, or even in general. This is just a general figure. You can probably do even better. What's it called? You can even do it higher, especially if it's like a soft nair. Yeah, but the reason why I use a down arrow is because it's the easiest way to indicate crouch canceling. So yeah, that's another one. If you want to be really ballsy and Fox is at a higher percentage, then what you can do is trade with your downbeat when Fox is at 50%. Now this is a rare option that we rarely see. But when you but the good thing about this one is that if you react well to Fox Nair and Fox is at, let's say, over 100%, preferably like 120% or more, then you can actually, what you can do is that you can just trade Fox's Nair with your downbeat, and this only, for some reason, this doesn't work as well, but it's a great trade, especially when you're at a lower percentage. Yeah, you can always power shield jab, of course. Yeah, but that's a discussion for another day. For sure. Let's see. Yeah, trade with your downbeat, and if you think that that Fox is going to overshoot his nair behind you, then you can just wave dash back into a downbeat in order to trade. But I think that just downbeating from the position you're in, when you're reading or when you're predicting that he's going to nair where you are in general, it should definitely work. Let's call this blue circle shield. Now, if you shield, that's usually shielding is not the best, but at least you can get out of his nair pressure if you feel uncomfortable in the position that he put you in. So you can just roll. Let's just say there are more options such as C stick buffer roll or hold shield. The good thing about C stick buffer roll is that Ganondorf rolls really far, and he can even roll right when Fox hits your shield if you buffer your C stick to left or right. Preferably, you would always want to roll. You usually roll behind him because if he fails to punish you through pure reaction, then you'll have the center stage. Another option is that you can just hold it and just see if he messes up his nair, his L cancel for his nair, and then you can just grab him right afterwards. Well, depending on where he lands. If he overshoots you, no, you're not gonna be able to grab him out of shield. Or you could just keep holding your shield and let him apply pressure and just trick him into thinking that you're going to keep holding shield, but instead you C-stick buffer behind him after several attacks on your shield, just to mix up your timing as to when you roll. Because if he reacts perfectly to your C-stick buffered roll out of your shield, then he can just dash back after the L cancel nair into an up smash. And if you're over 80 or 90% on Final Destination, then that will be an easy Sarkeo killed. So that pretty much covers it for nair. Now let's see. Let's cover full hop nair. Now let's say that he full hop snares. It was full hop. So you have plenty of options, okay? So we have option number 1. Space your up air. You can space your up air to out prioritize it. Or you can crash cancel his nair, because most likely he's going to be nairing from the peak of his jump like most Fox do, and which means that by the time he lands, it's going to be a soft nair, basically. Alright, so you can just crouch cancel the full hop nair, no problem. Or 3, you can backwards jump into fair. or 4, wave dash back into down tilt works. Just like when you're punishing Falco's full hop there, pretty much. And the thing is that I don't recommend wave dashing back into a down tilt for Fox's short hop there because most of the time it's hard to tell whether he's going to overshoot his nair or if he's going to nair where original position was. But then with a full hop nair, it's predictable of how he's going to land his full hop nair, assuming that he does not double jump. Oh yeah, I never see Ganondorf use this actually, but it's actually an interesting option. If you're not comfortable and think that he might double jump after his full up nair, or there's a possibility of doing that, you could just run past under Fox's nair and short hop bear because if you do a short hop bear and you hit him as he's landing his nair, then there's no way that the hitbox behind Fox or the back part of Fox's nair will out prioritize your short hop bear. Man. And the thing is that I'm still trying to figure out to this day what I'm going to do about Fox, who mixes up his full hop nair versus his full hop into a tricky double jump nair or any other aerial. So when you really have Fox, in a way, if he's full hopping, he's really testing your reaction. He's like, oh, are you going to fall for the trick where you're going to try to up air his full up nair, but instead you whiff because he does a double jump over your up air? Now you're just gonna have to wait until his nair pops out. Then you take. I mean, and this is only against like a really top level Fox players or really high level Fox players, because if he does a full up nair, if he does a full up, then he still has the 2 options, like I said before. But you can wait for his nair. But a really good Fox who's catching on to what you're doing will only use his nair right above the stage, so his strong hitbox comes out. But then if you expect him to do that, then you can just surprise him by just up airing him before he nairs in that situation. Darth Todd SPM says full hop gives so much time to decide how to approach. What do top tiers do against it for Fox full hop? Top tiers? Oh, I think for top tiers, well, I mean, same basic concept like I'm explaining with Ganondorf. So basically, just recognize that they only have 2 options: either come down from a full hop with an aerial, or not use aerial whatsoever, or number 2, double jump. So basically, when they commit to a full hop, that gives you enough time to react to 2 options, which puts you at a good advantage, to tell the truth. Lalazak says, when do you use Gerudo Dragon? Can you catch people falling, or does it lose to nair? Interesting question. I used to use Gerudo Dragon in order to outspace Fox's nair, because the first few frames of this Gerudo Dragon, or first 10 frames I believe, or first 8 frames, he pulls back. So he pulls his hurt box back, so that Fox doesn't hit him with the nair. So what you can do is that if Fox does a short hop nair where Ganondorf originally is at, right when Fox is very close to your character's range, you can just start up your side B, and you should be able to avoid the neutral air if he nairs right and if he nairs right where your character is. Or maybe you can just do a very slight wave dash back to a side B if you're not confident. And and of course if he decides to do a short hop nair behind you, then what you can do is that you can dash back, and then you can use the side B at the very end of your dash back. So you don't even need to wave dash actually. And the thing is that I think it might be better just to dash back instead of a wave dash back into a side B, because you're actually baiting Fox to go after you if you're dashing back, because you're making him think, oh look, I can get him. Because Ganon's dash in general is so slow, including his dash back, I can get it with my short hop nair. But he most likely does not expect that you'll be using your side B And most foxes, I don't think most foxes know that your side B actually pulls your hitbox back. Oh, and also, point number 6. If fox double jumps after flop there, then you short hop up air into double jump up air. The only thing is that I've tried using that sometimes. And sometimes fox can fox can even be over your second your double jump up air after your first up air, or your double up airs, especially if he decides not to fast fall. Now if now you can't use it that often, or else he'll just stay above your second up air, your second double jump up air. Or what you can do is that you can just do a sharp up air and then bait him into double jumping, and then right after you use your up air, just fast fall and L cancel as fast as possible, and which sets you up to time your other up air well right after you land. So I think that actually makes sense. Lali Zag says, I'm always looking for more ways to use side B and other specials. I know you can catch Marth from full hop with downbeat. Maybe downbeat is an option for full hop fox. Huh, that's a great idea, Lali Zag. Why don't I just I'm just going to steal that idea. Put number 7. Downbeat. Yeah, because fox's snare is horizontal for sure. Fox's snare is like this, right? Okay, maybe I'm over exaggerating. Maybe something like this, right? Ganondorf's downbeat hitbox is pretty skinny. Actually, it should be about the same length, I think, or a little bit smaller than that. I think that's how it works. Let me ask the Ganon bot on the Melee Ganondorf what's it called, Discord page. Yeah, it's pretty small, or it's pretty short. So it's more like this. Yeah, it's pretty short also. Yeah, pretty short, and also it's not that long. Yeah, I think if Fox full up snares and lands on top of your down B. Let me switch to the browser really quick, guys. So check this out. So Ganon's down B. It's pretty short. All right. So let me find Fox's snare. That's some dumb hitbox, I swear. Yeah, it would be a very it could technically trade. So I guess if you do trade, then it would be a great advantage for Ganondorf. So okay, so this is actually not right. Okay. So it should be this. Oh, my bad. Okay, got it. Oh, look at that beautiful dare, by the way. Oh, look at how meaty his hitbox is behind him. That's why I always try to have my back against my opponent whenever I dare, because it gives me so much hitbox in the back. Kirby's up till 64. Why not? Oh, what the heck is this? Oh my god, I didn't know it was that disjointed in 64. Yeah, so I think there's a good chance that that Fox's full up nair actually trades with Ganon's down B. Actually, let me try against the 20XX CPU. Okay, so I think it does trade. Oh, but it stops it? My god, that's so dumb. So it actually out-prioritizes it? Let me check. Okay, it trades. Only at a certain point though. Okay, so as long as it's right in front, then it should be fine. Oh my god, so I don't get it. So it has to be right in front. Oh god, this makes me sad. So that means it has to be a full read since it has a bit of a startup then. Wow, so you can't even react to it technically because it has so much of a startup. Yeah, because you can't just wait for the full... Yeah, I don't think it's worth it, guys. Shoot. Well, I guess what I can do is that maybe wave dash back to a down B if I see it. I'm just trying to go from pure reaction. It has to be a read. Yeah, it cannot be on based on reaction. Yeah, it takes way too long. I'm just reading now. So I guess it's worth it if you know that they're gonna... But if they come straight for you with a Nair, then it'll probably even show up Nair you before it comes out. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Ha! Another thing you can do is Power Shield Jab, but it takes a lot of reaction though. Whoops. What if they have a countermeasure in case they hit you first? Oh yeah. I mean, that could be fine. Let me see if forward tilt works. Okay, he can shield afterwards for sure. Try to do a power shield into a downbeat. Yeah, I think they'll shield too quickly though. Yeah, they can shield afterwards. How about this? Yeah, what else can I do? I can do a side B. That killed. No, I think Nair would beat out up B. Like in certain parts, I think you can grab him with the up B. Yeah, certain parts. I remember it correct. I remember sometimes it works. Yeah, but that depends on when he starts up his Nair. Yeah, you can just trade. Oh yeah, I guess you can just up smash, but that requires almost a read. It takes a while to start up, you know. Yeah, I guess it really is dependent on reads most of the time. But the Power Shield jab works at least. Yeah, I don't think running past bear works. I don't know why I was thinking about that. Yeah, I don't think you would have enough time to react by running past him, technically. Yeah, but you pretty much most likely you'll trade with the up air, of course. You really have to freaking react to it. It's crazy. Yeah, also you can trade with forward tilt, now that I remember. Yeah, but I'm not sure if it's worth it. I guess if it's a higher percentage, then it would be worth it. Yeah, I guess Power Shield Jab is like a good reaction in general. Yeah, I could just jab again, like I said. Oh man, that's not good. I'm just not jabbing fast enough, I think. Oh yeah, let me try the down wave dash back down tilt. Yeah, that one works for sure. Or we can just do a wave dash back to down B, I guess. But then he can shield afterwards, that's the only problem. Yeah, what you can do is also like do a dash back side B like I mentioned earlier. You can chase him down afterwards. Yeah, that's a good alternative actually. You don't even need to wave dash. Just pivot side B. Yeah, that's a problem. Yeah, you have to. Your dash back cannot be too far away from his landing Nair spot, and then he can just shine afterwards. That's the problem. Yeah, but it's good when you catch him off guard with that. Yeah, that's pretty good. How if I nair? I guess it's a weird trade. And also, if he does a soft nair, you can still like crash cancel and then down tilt. It's a good option. Let me try crash cancel. Yeah, crash cancel is always a good option. Yeah, you'll always get it. As long as he doesn't land behind you. Yeah, but then if he crosses you up, it's not good. People always say that crash cancel to grab is always the best option. Especially at lower percentages. Only problem is that he can cross you up, of course. So you have to read that as well. Uses up air. So it's like you can do a lot of different things to counter that. I guess that's another option you can do down smash expecting that. Whoopsies. But then you have to read it, of course. That's very interesting. Oh, you're right. Maybe dash attack does cancel that. But it has to be like right on point, I think. Man, but then it's even on reaction, if he falls down with it, like it won't come out soon enough. Yeah, that's a problem. If this is stuff that you guys already know all about, then I hope that was a good refresher for you at the very least. For those of you guys who don't know, I hope you learned a lot. Thank you very much, guys, for tuning in. Yeah, dude, and catch you guys later. Hey Biz, how do I tell a really sensitive girl that I just don't like her as a person? Well, I mean, there's several ways that you can approach that. You can just do a short hop fair, or a short hop, or do a backwards short hop jump into a dare, or a full hop, or a crash cancel into a JC grab. Oh, I'm sorry, I just totally butchered that. Oh god, that messed me up. Oh shoot. Oh shoot. No, I mean there's several different there are several different options. You can just not you can just not tell her first of all, and give obvious hints that you're not into her. Like if like there are certain parts times when you hang out with her and she expects you to do something, like such as like maybe she's expecting you to make a move on her or for you to approach, but instead you choose not to do anything and you just dash dance in place, and you're just giving her signs that you're not going to commit to an aerial or to a grounded. Oh damn it! This is what happens when you ask me while I'm giving a melee flowchart. Yeah, that's one option. Just don't approach. Yeah, just don't make a move on her yourself, and then eventually she'll get the hit into yourself. Or second, well, the thing is that if you don't approach, then she might be really blunt about it later on, and she'll ask you, "Hey, do you actually like me?" And you tell her that, "Oh, you like her a lot as a friend, but unfortunately you're just not interested. You're just not interested in her." And you know, women in general. I don't mean to categorize, but this is just between us guys. But that they giving them sometimes giving them the straight answer is the best, because men are from Mars and women are from Venus, and they will not understand certain things unless if you tell them exactly. But that should be saved as a last resort, in my opinion. Well, if you want to be sensitive, if you want to be sensitive about her feelings about it, then you can just use that as a last resort. Thanks, man. But what do I do when she starts laser camping? the thing is, don't be baited. But you can just slowly approach her, like very inch by inch, a little bit. Scare them pretty much, because you'll eventually corner her into the back, or into the side of the stage, aka near the ledge, and then eventually she'll be running out of breathing room,